Hey guys, this is Bradley with Semantic Mastery, and this is the first of many videos that I'm going to be putting together for the local GMB Pro course that I am co-creating with Marco and Rob, the co-creators of RYS Academy Reloaded. So you know this is going to be really good. Now, I want to give you a little bit of overview about what this project is for, specifically that I'm going to be recording videos for. So, the local GMB Pro process has been developed and tested and developed by Marco and Rob. So Marco Benavides, my partner at Semantic Mastery, and then Rob Beal, who has been a collaborator and contributor to several projects that we've got going on right now. The guy's a freaking ninja. Him and Marco are cut from the same cloth. And so we're very fortunate to have him on our team as well. And so when they approached me with the GMB course idea for local GMB Pro, it just so happened that I just landed a brand new client. Like it was a client referral or a referral from another client, an existing client. Actually, let me back up. It was a referral from a previous client. It was somebody that was in the mortgage industry. And that was an industry that I did some work for this guy first when I first opened my agency. It wasn't a real good fit for what I was trying to do. I was generating leads mainly for contractors at the time. But I served this guy well. I did very well at getting him, helping him to start generating a lot of mortgage leads for his business. And then eventually I went to him and told him I was going to raise my prices because he wasn't paying me near as much as he should have been. And when I started developing leads for contractors on a much larger scale, I realized that I was wasting time and effort generating leads for this mortgage guy for what he was paying me. So anyways, we ended up parting ways as friends. It was fine. I just stopped doing work for him. Well, many years later, we're talking, it's now 2018. This was in 2012 when I had generated leads for this mortgage company. I got a call about 2 weeks ago from him, and he said that he had a client referral that he wanted to send to me for a cab service, a taxi cab company in Charlottesville, Virginia. And even though that's not something I would typically do, anytime I get a client referral, I take it very seriously. And I do that because it's usually a slam dunk deal for me when it's a client referral, even though it might not be in the industries that I typically would do work for. So that said, I went ahead and decided to pitch the guy, a proposal. I looked at his project and I gave him I sent him a proposal for the project that was very reasonable because, again, it was a client referral. And the gentleman took me up on it. So that's the project that I'm going to be applying the local GMB Pro methods to, which is great because this is new to me, guys. So I just want you to understand, as we're going through this training and as I'm recording these videos, this is new to me. This is not something, obviously there are some things that I am familiar with within Google My Business, but what Rob and Marco have developed here is not something that I've been doing. Like the vast majority of this stuff is entirely done within the Google My Business dashboard, or the products that they make available to us within Google My Business. And I do very limited stuff within Google My Business up until this point. But I knew that this was very powerful because I've seen the results that they've been able to achieve in a very short time by giving Google exactly what it wants. And that's using all of Google's assets, all of the things that Google My Business provides to us, using them and using them well, right? And that's where, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I haven't had the time to do it. Well, now that I got this new client, I decided to apply these methods specifically to this client so that, one, I could learn how to do it. Number two, because it's just perfect for this local GMB Pro course because it's a brand new listing, right? So that's what these next series of videos for me are going to be about. I'm going to be applying this method specifically to this one project, and everything that I generate going forward, all the training that I contribute, will be applying what Marco and Rob have developed and discovered and applying it to this particular client of mine. All right. And again, I gave the guy a hell of a good deal, and so a part of that was that I may use his project within a case study, and so that's what this is going to be. So that's basically with the project overview. I'm going to still go to another slide here in a minute. But again, it's a newly verified GMB listing, and then we're going to get into the optimization of the GMB profile, and these bullet lists will expand as I get further into the training. Okay, this is just going to be the first couple of videos. Project overview: brand new client, taxi cab service in Charlottesville, VA. The brand is called Mario's Cab Service. He has been in business since, I think he mentioned 2014, so it's now 2018. It's been about 4 years that he's been in business, but he really had very little digital presence. In fact, I can go show you what has been done, but his existent presence is minimal. What he does have out there is inconsistent NAP data, so name, address, phone number data. It's inconsistent, so it's not like I have to do a lot of rework. It's just I have to clean up the little bit of stuff that's out there already. It's not that big of a deal because, again, it's very minimal what he had. Also, there's no access to the existing site or the Google My Business due to fallout with the biz owner. In other words, the current business owner, it's his name's Mario, obviously. It's his business, but apparently he had somebody else. I don't know if it was a partner or just an employee or what, but he had somebody else. Maybe it was a friend. I don't know. There was some relationship that this business owner, Mario, had with somebody else that set up a Google My Business profile, as well as a website via Wix.com. And it's just a horrid website, right? And it's because, again, it was just an amateur, a civilian, basically, that had created it. And apparently he lost all of the, they had a falling out. And so there's no way for me to gain access into his, let's see, I think it was Mario's Cab Service. Excuse me, guys, I'm going to try to pull this up. Mario Cab Service. Yeah, this is it. This was his old website built on Wix. So it's still live, but we have no way of updating this. I can't get login details to it. I've already tried. And his existing Google My Business profile was not optimized in any way. It was just claimed, but it was not optimized. And there's inconsistent data. There's inconsistent phone numbers. He's got like this Hotmail email address here. Then you scroll down, and I believe, yeah, he's got this address here, which is wrong. That's not what his current address is. There's just a lot of stuff wrong, and obviously this site is awful, and there's not much I can do with it. So that said, I basically pitched him on, look, we're just going to start from scratch. I'm going to set up a brand new Google My Business profile. I did sell him on a website as well, but very inexpensive. It was just a templated site from inkthemes.com. Other than having to replace the stock images and then adding a little bit of content, I'm not going to do much with the actual website. It was a very inexpensive build that I pitched him on because, again, I'm going to be doing most everything just within the Google My Business ecosystem. So that said, I'm not going to be spending any time for local GMB Pro. I'm not going to be spending any time covering the website build. We are going to be covering using the Google My Business site build, which is something that can be done inside the Google My Business dashboard. Google gives you, or Google My Business, GMB, gives you the ability to build a site. It's not a sites.google.com site. It's a site that is hosted or contained entirely within Google My Business. So that's something we're going to be setting up. We're also going to be using the GMB posts feature, and we're going to be using the messaging feature, and we're going to be doing, adding images, and we're going to be posting regularly, and we're going to be adding video, and we're going to make sure that the images are geotagged properly. There's just a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing, but it's all going to be done inside of Google My Business as opposed to a traditional website. We are still going to add a syndication network. Obviously, you can't do anything via semantic mastery without a syndication network, and that helps to validate the entity. So that's something else that we're going to do. But, again, the vast majority of everything that we do is going to be inside of GMB. All right. So that's basically the project overview. Last thing I want to cover very quickly is just show you that inside the Google My Business dashboard, I just received the verification card. Well, Mario received it over the weekend. It is currently Monday, the 19th. This is Monday, March 19th. In fact, I don't know if I need to show this to you guys, but it's Monday, March 19th. Let's just show it 2 days, date and time. So you see it's 8:12 p.m. on Monday, March 19th. The screenshot that I took earlier today when I just verified this morning At 6:10 a.m. this morning, I verified the Google My Business listing because Mario sent me via text message the code. It contained, the verification code that he got from the postcard. So you can see that I had 6:10 a.m. Monday, March 19th. So the only reason why I'm showing this to you guys is because I want you guys to realize, like, this is a brand new listing. Like, we're setting it up from scratch. In fact, when I set up the new listing, I still haven't reported the other listing. The other GMB listing is closed or permanently closed or duplicate. I haven't reported that other one yet. And this one has not been optimized. All I did was add the new NAP, the new web address, and the phone number I think is the same. I'm not 100% sure, but I added just the new NAP data to the new listing, and then I requested the verification card. I've not added a logo. I've not added any images, hours of operation, or any of that stuff. So if we go actually back over here and take a look, you'll see that Mario's Cab Service, this is what the listing was that I just showed you in that screenshot that was verified this morning. So you can see it says verified. There's the phone number. Here's the new web address, which again is just a templated theme that I bought from Ink Themes. Nothing has been set up on here yet except for the phone number and I updated the address to just show, or the city at least, and I added the Google Maps API. Nothing else here has been updated. Everything else on this entire site is completely stock, or the demo content that comes when you purchase the website theme. Again, guys, this is not about website optimization. I'm not going to be talking about the site build, the WordPress site build. I just wanted to show you that, like, really nothing has been done with this project so that you guys can see the results as this project progresses through the GMB Pro training. You can see the type of results that this will have. Does that make sense? Okay, so again, brand new listing, new company. It's not a new company, but what their existing presence online is very, very poor. He was doing PPC marketing, which he's never been happy with. In fact, I don't think he was able to show a true return on investment for PPC marketing. And that's why he contacted or was referred to me, because he was complaining about PPC not working for him. And again, it's just because somebody was mismanaging his PPC campaigns. PPC can be very effective even for cab companies if it's done correctly. But he's been jaded against it now, and he wants to go the SEO route, which I said was perfect because I know after doing some initial competition research, taxi cab companies in Charlottesville, Virginia, it's not super competitive. Charlottesville's a fairly decent sized city, but it's not a super competitive, at least on the SEO front. I did some basic analysis, and it looks like this is a slam dunk as far as when I start to apply the methods that we're going to show you in Local GMB Pro. So again, guys, just very quickly, I wanted to give you an overview and kind of a start to the course, let you know what my project is that I'm going to be working on and what I'm going to be contributing. And you can see, again, taxi cab service in Charlottesville, VA. Mario's Cab Service is the name of the brand. Existing presence is very minimal. Inconsistent NAP data, but it's not much because, again, minimal, so it's not a whole lot of cleanup that I have to do. It's really more or less probably going in and updating some of the existing citations, which, again, I think is like under 30. And then even just calling some of them as permanently closed because the NAP is so vastly different now, okay? And then, setting up the new GMB profile, which is this, and starting all over from scratch, all right? And so in the following videos, I'm going to be going through the process step by step, which I will lay out. I'll give you a process outline coming up here before I get into the rest of the process. I'll show you a process outline, and then we're just going to work our way through that step by step until the end result is hopefully we're going to have really, really good results to show you. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video.